know that elephants that you once thought that were wholesome can turn into a deadly state where they kill everything in their way? And how one pirate named Blackbeard will literally make people surrender just by seeing him? These are the most disturbing truths from Hoodie Guy that I'm about to react to.
Have you ever wondered why everyone fears sharks and see them as monsters?
What?
When in reality, they're way more misunderstood than you think.
No way.
But why? Well, first off,
I don't believe it, bro. Like when I'm seeing a shark, bro, I ain't getting I'm running away. I'm gonna be running on water because, bro, no, just no. But let's hear him out.
sharks don't even like eating humans. Although in movies they're shown as these deadly and soulless man-eaters, most attacks specifically on humans are usually just mistakes or confusion due to misidentification. Not only that, but sharks only kill about 5 to 10 people a year, even though millions of people swim in the ocean daily. You're more likely to die from lightning, deers, or even coconuts, claimed to kill around 150 people per year.
Did we hear that right? Deers, coconuts kill about 150 to 150 people per year. Alright, I don't believe that until I see my eyes. I'm gonna be real.
Although that number is debated. Even
Okay, yeah, I was about to say. There's things I don't believe that.
crazier, out of 500 different shark species, only 30 have ever bitten humans, and about 3 are real threats. Also, some sharks are known for being calm around humans. For example, lemon sharks often hang out with divers and don't mind being pet, or have even been seen blocking other sharks from approaching divers giving them attention. And in general, most shark species tend to avoid conflict rather than getting themselves involved. But the most insane thing is that sharks have kept the ecosystem balanced for over 400 million years, long before dinosaurs. So without them in the beginning, ecosystems could have collapsed and the world would have developed very differently. Meaning we probably wouldn't be here.
Ugly ass shark though, what is this?
If it wasn't for sharks.
That ain't no, isn't that a pufferfish? I don't even know. But yeah, still, you know, sharks are probably so important, but I ain't not risking my life just to be near a shark, bro. Alright, I'm gonna be real. Like, misidentification, I don't care, bro. Have you seen those videos where people are in a shark cage and they get chummed and they are trying to eat you alive? I don't care if it's misidentification. Sharks are evil.
These are disturbing things you didn't know about Genghis Khan that only get worse.
I bet this guy's like, I can already tell this guy has a crazy aura, bro.
Darth, you might be related to him. Genghis Khan was estimated to have kids with around 500 to 1,000 different women at the height of his power.
500 women? Alright, bro was making babies. Bro was creating biology with 500 different women. Hey, you get it, bro. You got
So much is believed 1 out of 200 men alive today share genetic lineage linked to Genghis Khan's family. Next,
Me and you can be related.
Genghis Khan killed so many people, he changed the climate. His raids caused over 40 million deaths, roughly 10% of the world at the time, which left so much empty land that regrew and absorbed CO2 that it caused a slight cooling effect on the planet. But it gets more disturbing. He would psychologically trick you into becoming a mass murderer. Unlike most leaders, Genghis Khan shared his loot with his men and promoted them based on how well they fought and killed, giving his army a huge incentive to slaughter, creating the most brutal people you would ever encounter. Or worse, Genghis Khan's army would reportedly leave bodies on display outside of cities he conquered as a warning to others. Even darker, his attacks were so deadly he erased entire cities off the map. During his raids, he had a rule to kill nearly every living thing.
Oh, poor dog, bro. Poor dog.
Including animals.
Okay, you know what? I was about to say, yo, this guy had like crazy aura, you know, W him, cause hey, that's I'm lying. Like that guy has power, like wiping out cities and all that. But animals, come on.
Reportedly creating rivers of blood in the streets. The only survivors would be a few women he picked out for himself, prisoners to use as meat shields, and skilled or smart people forced to help him. With nothing left, entire kingdoms would vanish into the ground, where even archaeologists had a hard time finding any remains.
Wow.
But the most creepy, when Genghis Khan died, legend says all witnesses, including the guards who carried his body, were killed, and all traces were erased, meaning his body could still be out there to this day.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's why it's crazy. Genghis Khan was so majestic. Yes, bro was making babies of 500 women. That's absurd. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot. Like that's like the size of like elementary schools, bro. Like that's or more. I mean, real. That's crazy. Is he the Bonnie Boy of his time? That's all I'm saying. Like, bro, see little fat. That's a lot. And then impregnate them of all of them. Okay. So that means someone watching this is related to him. Might be.
Did you know elephants can flip into a deadly state they can't control and turn so dangerous even other elephants avoid them? But why? Well, it's called musth, a chemical state that hijacks an elephant's brain every 1 to 2 years.
Oh, hell no.
Specifically in male elephants, this phase causes a spike in testosterone up to 60 times its normal limit. So much testosterone that fluid begins leaking from their heads, smell extremely strong, and leak urine non-stop.
Bro has like crack built into him or something like that. Whatever the crazy drug that makes you crazy or whatever.
No longer the animal they once were. But this is where they get scary. They become uncontrollably aggressive, attacking almost everything, known to charge at animals and even tourists with no hesitation or bluffing whatsoever. Or much worse, they'll go on rampages destroying anything near them, including trees and bushes, flipping cars, or flattening village homes. It's also said they ignore pain, injuries, and deterrence.
Bro, this is like painkillers times 100 with like crack on top, bro. Yo, what?
Making them nearly unstoppable.
What do? You literally have to just like even that's just like saying like, bro, even a gun wouldn't work on him unless you shoot in his brain. But like, don't elephants have like thick skin? Bro, this is low-key like a superpower, bro. This is like adrenaline, bro.
But the darkest things they'll do is brutally stab other elephants with their tusks, throw or push over baby elephants, crushing random animals until death for no reason.
Yo, what are we? Nah, you gotta go, bro. You know what? Yo, elephants, I thought y'all cool. Not anymore.
And aggressively mount elephants, objects, and in rare cases, other animals.
For context on what was covered, basically, they were mating with objects. Other animals, and just other elephants. But like, I don't want like this. I don't want those two to just fly across our head. Objects, so that's like logs and other animals. And what makes it even crazy? I don't be weird here, but like, have y'all seen the dingling of an elephant? That is like, I'm not even joking, bro. It's like this big, bro. It's like this big. So imagine the size of this arm right here. From here, this is like in US metrics, it's like a foot or like a foot and a half, right? So 1.5 foot, maybe that's like 2/3 of a meter or something, more like half a meter or 2/3 of a meter inside of other animals. Imagine inside of you.
Objects and in rare cases other.
They got big dinglings, bro. Like me and elephants gotta be nerfed, though. Me and elephants gotta be nerfed.
Dominance in mating, this phase can last for days or even months, eventually slowing down and turning back to normal.
The elephants, after musth wears off, and they massacred and raped many animals, including animals in their own pack. Being happy, yep. We want the good side of animals like that. The good side of the elephants, not we just watch. And honestly, I think this is I can't believe this is real. I'm be honest with you. This is why these disturbing truths are disturbing. The logs seeing another angry elephant approaching for the 12,000th time, bro. That's what I'm saying. Objects is crazy. Like I really can't process that. Like, dude, like, bro, what are we log? Elephants when they finally calm down. Oh, this is a niche reference. If you know, you know.
These are 10 weird things you didn't know about Napoleon. Firstly, Napoleon was overly obsessed with taking hot baths, often sitting in a tub for multiple hours every day.
Okay, I don't know about that. Most of that, like that, I don't think that's good for your skin.
Writing letters and giving orders while servants kept refilling it with hot water. Even having a portable emergency bath for active military operations. Next, Napoleon would sometimes disguise himself as a civilian just to hear what people are saying about him. He would walk around France listening to people, having conversations, or sometimes even debating soldiers about himself. But he gets weirder. Napoleon was extremely obsessed with cologne. Using it so much, it was reported he ordered 50 bottles of cologne every month. At one point, even drinking tiny drops, believing it had benefits. Napoleon also barely slept, only 3 to 4 hours every night, thinking too much sleep made you a weak man. Along with eating extremely fast, finishing meals in under 10 minutes, thinking eating was a waste of time. He also had a severe licorice addiction, always keeping some in his pocket wherever he went. Eating so much of it, his teeth would often be stained black. Beyond that, he would get way too focused during battles, completely ignoring danger, where gunshots and cannonballs would reportedly hit near him and he just kept giving orders. Or also completely forgetting to eat meals, where soldiers literally had to hand or feed him food while he worked.
He was locked in. I'm not gonna lie to you, like this is like the definition of locked in. Always focus on the work, always focusing the task at hand. So he was low-key mad locked in. I mean, that's kind of respectable, man. Bro was like a locked-in guy, bro. Low-key chill as frick. Napoleon, bro. Man just wanted his hot baths and then lock in. And then less sleep. Yo, bro Bro, it's him. Not gonna lie with you.
Did you know humpback whales save animals that aren't even the same species and willingly risk their own lives to help without any benefit? It begins when a humpback whale specifically hears an orca hunting vocalization, or they'll swim full speed towards a sound. It doesn't matter if there's 5 or 20 orcas, they go straight into the chaos for an interesting reason. Not to hunt, but make their way towards the prey and attempt to interfere. First, they'll place their bodies directly in the middle, between the prey and the orcas, using themselves as a shield to protect, taking on bites and attacks since their bodies have tons of blubber. Or above water, they might slap their tails down to splash and scare them away, or even use their flippers to push and shove them off the prey. But sometimes there's too many orcas to block, so they'll use other tactics instead.
Yo, can we get a W aura in the chat? Or not W, W humpback whales in the chat, bro. What? Yo, this is like, I don't even know. Like, this is like the savior of the day, bro. This is like that one friend that saves you or like helps you out, or like that overly positive guy, bro. Like, what the heck?
Flipping upside down and letting the prey sit on their stomach out of the water in safety.
Wow, nah, that's crazy. Nah, this is like, hey, he's doing good at work, bro. This is the saints of the ocean.
Defending the prey for multiple minutes and in rare cases hours until the orcas finally give up and swim away. It's theorized they do this because they have cross-species empathy. It's a misinterpreted instinct to defend their calves, dislike orcas, or learn behavior from other humpbacks. But these reasons aren't proven, and to this day, scientists still have no clear answer why the humpback decides to be a hero.
Yo, W humpbacks in the chat, bro. For real. Humpbacks whales hate orcas so much they refuse to let them eat. How I see whales now. Yeah, bro, it's a chat, bro. Like, damn, what the heck? That's awesome. And you know, maybe there's some good stuff about the world too, instead of like those disturbing facts.
Have you ever wondered why everyone is horrified of the North Sentinel?
Okay.
And is
Never mind, I take that back. We're about to hear something crazy. I just know it.
Possible for you to enter without being killed? Why is this? Well, on this remote island in the Bay of Bengal lives a dangerous indigenous tribe called the North Sentinelese, who've been isolated on this island for 60,000 years.
60,000
contact
years.
with other humans. Their language is completely unknown, and their culture is still a mystery, where to this day, no one knows how or why they got there. But how are they dangerous? Well, they're known to be extremely violent towards outsiders, attacking anyone that goes near the island, doing things like shooting at boats and aircrafts passing by without any warning. One time shooting a rescue helicopter trying to help them after a tsunami, and even reportedly shot at a National Geographic film crew, hitting the director in the leg.
Oh my gosh.
Worse, many people died trying to visit them. In 2018, a religious missionary attempted to preach to them, but moments later, his body was seen being dragged along the beach.
Yo, thank goodness that was like animated, because bro, his body dragged along the beach. That's just genuinely crazy. What?
In 2006, 2 fishermen docked on the island, not realizing the danger, being ambushed and were never seen again. And despite the technology and power we have today, we still cannot go near the island.
Oh, that's cap. Like, I'm gonna be real, bro. I'm gonna be real. That's cap. Cause like the military power we have today is just insane, especially the U.S. I don't know where this island is exactly, but like I think we just don't care, to be honest. Care enough to like really do anything. But damn, this guy is strong. Look at him. Holy guacamole.
Because one simple visit from us could spread diseases their bodies can't.
Okay, you know what? Yeah. Take that back, bro. I ain't trying to catch some crazy disease, bro. We already had COVID-19, bro. We do not need North Sentinel Island disease, all right? North Sentinel 20, all right?
Handle, wiping out hundreds of innocent people who live there. So it's best to just leave them alone.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I was about to say like this. We do have crazy military power, but yeah, you know what? Let them be. Just let them be, bro. They're in their own Minecraft world.
Have you ever wondered why everyone says the platypus shouldn't exist? And even scientists thought this animal was fake? Why is this? To start,
bro, they're so like cute, bro. I think, I don't know, this like Perry the platypus, bro. Oh my gosh, come on, bro. What is this? Why is it weird?
The platypus is a mammal that can somehow lay eggs.
What the hell?
When it was first discovered, it was thought to be some kind of weird bird, a reptile, or even a new class of animal, not making any biological sense. But it gets weirder, as platypus sweat milk. They don't have nipples like normal animals. Instead, when it's time to feed their puggles, glands underneath their skin excrete milk, which they just lick off its body.
Freaky animal, what the hell?
And that's not the only thing under their fur. On a male platypus's hind legs, they have a venomous stinger, simply kicking to inject venom so strong it can paralyze animals and cause extreme pain in humans.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
No cure. It doesn't stop there. When underwater, they go blind, deaf, and can't smell. Instead, their beak acts as a radar, detecting electric fields, allowing them to find their way around and hunt down prey.
So let's just get this straight. So they're kind of like a scorpion with their claw. They have sonar rating, sonar listening or beaking or whatever signals, whatever the word is called. So that's a dolphin. And then they're a mammal that lays eggs. So they're like a chicken. So they're like, yo, what is this? A speed? What is
But when they catch their prey, they don't even have teeth to chew, putting rocks and gravel in their mouth, then grinding everything in their beak. And when they swallow, they don't even have a stomach either. Instead, food just passes through their intestines, absorbing nutrients. Then when they have to poop, pee, or even give birth, it all comes out of one singular hole in their body called a cloaca.
That dirty hole! Ooh.
They're the only known mammal to have 10 sex chromosomes instead of the usual 2, glow blue and green in the dark when shined under a UV light, and are so strange looking, early scientists cut it open looking for stitches, thinking it was a joke.
Okay, yeah. But there's another animal called the egna, and it also is the only mammal that lays eggs. And mammal that lays eggs is called a monotreme. Wait, aren't cocks mammals? I could be wrong. No, those are birds. Oh, okay, that's weird. Okay, let's check this out. I don't know, this looks interesting. Oh, it's a porcupine! So we're not talking about how the platypus have 10 genders? Bro. You see, this is the parody of the platypus I only know of, bro. I should have created the platypus. Like, bro, who's this guy? Yeah, you're right, bro. My bad, yeah. Yeah, that was a mistake on you, bro.
Have you ever wondered how the dodo bird lives forever and suffer the most tragic extinctions in history? What caused this? It all started about 8 million years ago when a group of ancient pigeons were blown off course by a storm, accidentally discovering an island called Mauritius with no predators and infinite food and fruit. In over thousands of generations, these pigeons lived in paradise, causing their bodies to change. Without a need to fly, their wings grew tiny and bodies grew heavier. And with no danger, their brains forgot how to feel fear, eventually forming the dodo bird. But one day, this paradise was about to meet something horrifying. A group of European sailors discovered Mauritius, walking onto the island, being met with these curious and kind birds that walked straight up to them, which made them—
No, I'm gonna pause it from traumatizing moment, bro. No, bro's already pointing the gun at them. Like, nah, chill, bro. What they do to you? Damn, what they do to you? Like, what?
Dodo a perfect food source. After this discovery,
they're gonna capture it and bring it to the land and make them reproduce and let some in the wild. And yeah, this is what I'm about to hear.
Starving trade route sailors would constantly come back to this island, harvesting fruit, chopping down trees, and hunting dodo birds. But worst of all, these ships carried rats, pigs, and dogs, which often fled to the island, eating their eggs, hoarding all of their food, and taking out living dodos with zero survival instincts, leading the population to drop severely over the next few years. And before the sailors even realized the damage they've done, in 1662, the dodo bird was spotted one last time, going entirely extinct for being too curious and friendly.
Yo, that's actually sad, bro. This is why nice guys always finish last, y'all. I'm serious, like, bro, like, they're just too nice, too friendly. Like, this world, it needs a balance, bro. Like, it's gotta be nice and bad, unfortunately. But damn, bro. The dodo birds look cute and fluffy in this vid, but IRL. Wait, really? Wait, what do dodo birds look like, bro? In no way they, like, look hideous or something. Oh, what the hell? This goofy-ass bird. This is like a weird chicken.
These are the terrifying reasons you could never survive a Quetzalcoatlus. First off, they were 3 times taller than you. They stood—
Don't even put me near one of these, bro. I
over 16 feet tall, the height of a
Y'all gotta realize how tall these motherfuckers are. A giraffe is freaking huge. If y'all ever went to a zoo,
giraffe with a wingspan the size of a bus, 35 feet wide.
I'm already imagining that. I know, like, most of y'all go to school and you see them buses. Whoa, that is
being
huge.
The largest animal to ever fly on Earth. But
yo, can I get real footage of this, bro? Like, holy guacamole. Holy sheesh. Damn. That is scary. Bro, look at this. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. Like, absolutely hell no, bro. What the frick?
It gets more horrifying. They had 5 times better eyesight than humans, easily seeing tiny movements from miles away. And when they spotted you, they could jump up to 8 feet high, taking off from the ground alone. But when they flew, they wouldn't just flap their wings, mostly gliding instead, meaning that you wouldn't hear them coming. And even if you did have a chance to run, their bones are hollow, making them extremely fast, allowing them to reach up to 80 miles per hour when flying.
80 miles per hour? Like, you know how fast that is, bro? I'd be going down the highway, bro, and like,
possible to outrun. But if you still somehow manage to escape under something nearby, you'd quickly figure out flying isn't the only thing they can do.
These are definitely one of the world's most disturbing creatures. Yo, thank goodness they're extinct.
Able to run on all fours, but it gets worse once they find you, as they didn't have teeth. Instead, they would use their 8-foot-long razor-sharp beak to attack you, picking you out of your hiding spot and knocking you down with it. If you were small enough, they would just swallow you whole. But if you were larger, they couldn't eat too much at once, so they would constantly jab you and throw you around until smaller chunks of you tore off, swallowing you piece by piece.
So they're like a big ass chicken. Quarters or quarters, real footage. Like, bro, who are researching, bro? As a young archaeologist, I can confirm that everything in this video is true, but it wasn't the largest animal in the world to fly. It's one of the largest. The largest animal to fly is the hashirabara, about 2 feet taller than the kwashalashala. Okay, let's check out this, because I see more disturbance. Oh my gosh. Oh hell no. Like, I don't want to see this, bro. Like, holy smokes.
These are 4 animals you didn't know were secretly bullies.
Okay, alright, we're seeing a koala, bruh. Ain't no way.
Firstly, octopus harass fish, known to go up to
Yeah, this is just a bowling at this point.
innocent fish passing by and randomly sucker punch them with their tentacles for no reason.
Yo! What are we doing?
Or stealing other animals' food and just sitting on it without eating it. And in tanks are often seen jetting water into the face of one specific fish over and over on purpose. Next, parrots manipulate other animals for fun. Since they're so good at mimicking sounds, they'll often copy the warning or alarm calls of species they see just to make them panic, purposely making these sounds and watching the chaos break out, often causing a chain reaction of panic within the entire forest just for their enjoyment or attention.
That's crazy. that's the ultimate rage bait, bro. Yo!
Next, squirrels. Whenever they see a squirrel they have a problem with, they'll pretend to bury food directly in front of this other squirrel, then running away and letting the squirrel think it found the jackpot, just to make it dig and waste time looking for absolutely nothing. But the biggest bully of all, the crow, known to do things like teaming up together and randomly dive bombing onto bigger birds, pecking their heads and bodies until they give up and fly away just to annoy them. They'll also swoop down and take your food while you're eating it, or yanking your tail to distract you as they heist all of your food, leaving you starving.
Yo, that's crazy, bro. The parrot, bro. This is literally the parrot, bro. Look at this. Just the ultimate master manipulator, bro. Parrots, literally, exactly. Rage bait, bro. It's literally a rage bait. This is exactly parrots.
Blackbeard was far more disturbing than you were told, and was so feared that entire ships would surrender just after seeing.
Is this Pirates of the Caribbean, bro?
First reason, Blackbeard would psychologically torture you. Unlike normal pirates, Blackbeard was a master at fear tactics, known to randomly fire off cannons or even shoot his own crewmates.
What?
He stood 6 foot 4, towering over his entire crew, wearing darker clothing and was extremely unpredictable. But that's not even why he was so scary, because his main goal wasn't just to steal from your ship, but traumatize you as much as possible. He would follow your ship for multiple hours.
Bro, what are we doing, bro?
Motionless, staring at you as he caught up. On top of that, he would put fuses in his hat and beard to look like a demon chasing after you.
Oh, hell
no. Immediately
nah.
surrender after seeing this without having to fire a single shot. But it gets worse once he boards your ship. Instead of killing, he would rather give you extreme trauma, mocking you with weapons, destroying your ship, and making loud noises.
Bro, what?
Everything. Once you're mentally destroyed, he'll let you go just so you can tell stories about it.
What?
So much fear around his name, sailors would cancel their trips just after hearing rumors, or would even be scared to say his name at sea. At one point, becoming so powerful, he was able to block and take an entire port hostage, giving him everything he demanded for an entire week straight just so he would leave. Throughout his career, stealing over a dozen ships and fortunes of loot. Eventually, all of this terror would come to an end after the British Naval Force finally decided to step in, where Blackbeard would fight to the end, taking 5 bullet wounds and over 20 sword slashes before finally going down.
Bro, it was him. The Naval Force? Shit, bro, that's crazy, bro. I gotta watch Pirates of the Caribbean, bro. Blackbeard footage, bro. Like, what do we... Blackbeard was lucky I was in there. Peace sign, bro. Yeah, you know, there you guys have it. Disturbing truths about the world. If you guys want to see more content like this, click this video here, bro. That was genuinely just crazy.